Well, welcome in for this, the second day of coverage of the New Zealand Table Tennis Junior Championship. It's at the Auckland Table Tennis Stadium, and a very good match is coming up this afternoon, evening. We've got the boys doubles semi-finals, that's the under 15 doubles semi-finals, and the girls under 15 semi-finals as well in doubles. And my expert here is Clark's son, and Clark, we're looking forward to some good doubles action coming up, aren't we?
Yeah, we really are. So the first semi-final is going to be between Auckland and Auckland, and the second one is going to be in Auckland and North Shore. So I'm expecting some battle of the bridge.
Yeah, it should be very good with that girls one there. We've already seen a few other players already in other action. And with the doubles, what makes it so special? What should we be looking out for? Because these youngsters combining together, it's going to be really interesting.
For sure. So in doubles, each player has to hit the ball alternatively, so one shot each. So you can expect longer rallies, maybe longer swings, more action, more athleticism. It's going to be amazing.
All right, good stuff. We'll look forward to calling those matches in just a few minutes. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for the semi-finals, the boys under 15 semi-finals at the New Zealand Junior Table Tennis Championships here at the Auckland Table Tennis Stadium, Gillies-Ave, and the players just getting ready. You can see them, Clark's son coming out. Who have we got here in back to us? Which couple of players are those?
So that's Alan Zhu, who just put his bat on the table, playing with Timothy Choi. And on the other side is Pius and Toby Xu.
Okay, and are we expecting a close contest between these players?
Definitely. They're all part of the Auckland's high-performance squad, so it'll be an interesting match.
Well, they must be almost sick of playing each other all the time, or maybe they enjoy it because they probably know each other's games.
Yeah, they know each other's games really well, so and they probably meet each other in under 15, under 17 finals, semi-finals all the time. So.
Well, just looking at our official, I think our official for this one is Val Sear, and in fact it is. And then our next official will be Averill Roberts. And just interesting to point out that not everybody is going to be a great player, are they? So perhaps if you want a pathway for something different, I'm sure on the New Zealand Table Tennis site there's the information there, how to become a good referee. What's your refereeing skills like?
Atrocious.
Well, maybe you should take that course to improve.
I maybe should. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit biased towards my friends when I'm refereeing, but don't tell anyone that.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's like a lot of the players when they have a go themselves at being the referees, umpires.
It's quite
officials.
difficult to be impartial.
Right. It's quite difficult to be impartial. I like that. Okay.
Everybody has inherent bias, I believe. That's human nature.
We're just going to adjust that maybe out there. That's all good. I think so. All good. Tell me something about doubles. Now, what's the format that we should be looking for? So everybody's taking an alternate shot, right?
Yeah. So
there's still two serves?
It's two serves each, and you switch on the serving end. So let's say if...
So left and right-hander here.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So that's what makes it easier.
So who's our left-hander?
Left-hander is Pius, just hitting the ball there, with Toby. The interesting thing about left and right-hander is You see how they have a nice big gap in the middle?
Yeah,
And
forehands.
On the forehands, absolutely.
Right.
You can get the big swing in. As long as you get the footwork right, you retreat to your side and you come back.
So you'd have to have good communication, though, because it's the strongest shot for the two players. So they're going to want to go for that shot.
Yeah. So you can't always keep up the firepower sometimes. Some player needs to be a more steady sort of player. So I would say Pius is the steadier player in the pairing, and Toby is the more explosive one, for sure.
But then also having the centre as your forehand is great, but then if you have to go out wide, it is potentially your weaker, albeit weaker shot is going out wide. I mean, are we looking for a lot of out wide shots, or where are they going to be trying to hit the winners?
So usually if I was to play against a doubles pairing that's left and right, I'd pin them on one side so they get crammed up on one side, and then switch it to the wide angle when they have to cross over.
All right, about to get underway, so
Timothy Dishler. Oh, great follow through by Toby. He read the attack really well.
Love one. Okay.
Replay the point. Net service. Another great block by Toby. He's getting really good reads on the opening up attack of Alan.
A nice shot, just hitting it through there. And on that backhand, cross court going deep as well. So back up to 2 apiece. Just the error into the net.
For doubles, a lot of people like to serve short and backspin. It just keeps the ball low and close, so they can't put too much on it when they receive. You can only serve to the right-hand side of the table for doubles.
Okay, all right, really?
If you serve to the... Sorry, you can only serve diagonally cross court. So you see Toby there, he's going to serve to the right-hand side of the close side of the table to us. If you serve onto the wrong side, it's a fault.
Okay. All right, well, we're catching up with a few things here with it's different doubles rules from singles, of course, and extra players there. There's going to be a lot more movement, though. Is there going to be more movement for each player?
Definitely. You see Timothy running around, and he has to come back to guard his backhand side. We'll see Timothy try come around again if we make it to the part of the rally.
So who have we got serving here now?
It's Toby to Timothy.
Toby. Remember, this is the under-15 boys doubles.
Back on 4-all, so we've got the same service configuration as how we started.
That's a slight shank or miss-hit there. And a big out. Really just pulled off the ball a little bit, pulled off the shot.
I think it was a good push quality from Pius that really forced a little bit jammed in the elbow there.
Okay, so this is Pi now with the serve, the left-hander.
So far the ball keeps to the same backspin short serve. Yep, again.
So interesting, the formation of Timothy and Alan there. One almost behind the other when they're receiving.
Yes. So one person will say close to the table and they'll be running parallel to the table.
So that's the person who's about to receive.
Yes,
on the side.
and then one person will be running further away. And you may have to switch around depending on the distance of the ball and how the rally goes. It definitely involves a lot more running for the right-hand player.
Right, okay. Well, already we've seen a lot more running perhaps than we've seen in the first set of a singles encounter.
Sure. Nice flick. Wow.
Nice shot.
He read the ball really well there.
Well, so what you had then was one player having to get out of the way because it wasn't his shot, albeit that it was close to them.
Yeah.
Probably the temptation was to hit it.
Bit loose on the serve then. Toby converts.
So
7-all.
No combination has managed to get out by 2, or well, they've got out by 2 earlier on. But
I'd like to see a change of service. No. Oh,
so the nice
good block down the line by Timothy.
So there was good work there by Timothy and also Alan. Just going to hit one.
A lot of doubles is about staying in the point, because moving around is almost the hardest thing. So if you stay in the point, the other people are going to be out of position, and then it's going to be hard for them to hit the next ball.
That's Toby starting off the point. Nice little shorter shot. Just pushing that one pie too far.
Second.
It's Pai Jal and Toby
Pius
Zhu.
on the receive. Flick. Oh, misread the spin, I think. I think it was no spin on the serve. Set point.
So this is Choi and Zhu in the near court serving now. Later on that one, just coming under the ball. Quite a bit of cut and spin.
Again, with the strategy, push it deep into the backhand side, forcing the pivot, and the weak pivot doesn't connect. You're allowed a towel break every 6 points. So 3 times 6 is 18, I believe.
So we've had 1 set point saved so far. This is Choi and Zhu receiving. And there we go, 11.
11-8.
That's 11-8. That's 11-8. Yeah, not 12-8. So
first set to Choi and Zhu.
Timothy Choi and Alan Zhu, 11-8 over Pai Jal and Toby Zhu. The all Auckland combinations up against each other. And I mean, that's the thing, when you play each other or train with someone so often.
You know their patterns.
Yeah. I'm not saying the fun goes out of it, but because it's always fun to beat the team that's not meant to win. But sometimes it can get a little bit stale to think of something fresh against them, because you've seen what they can do all the time.
But counterintuitively, if you think, like, I already know he's going to hit it there, I can prepare that shot, I can go for the next one. So it kind of builds a mind game where I think I know where you're hitting, but then you change that to where you're usually hitting when you're playing practice matches, and then suddenly it's a different game.
And when you do beat that person who's always beaten you, it feels so much better. So into the second game now, and we have the left-hander. Who's our left-hander again there?
Pius. Pius on serve.
And he's just about to serve now, so that's Pius Jal.
So the serve has reversed, so instead of Timothy hitting the ball to Pius, Timothy is now hitting the ball to Toby.
2-1.
Just needs to put the ball on the table. Good open up there by Pius.
Let's have a look at this serving positioning here. That's Zhu.
Good.
3-2.
Just pushing that one too far. So again, the first game was 11-8. It was pretty tight up until, I guess, around about 7-all.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that seems to be the thing in most sports. The better people come through. They don't mind how close they get for a long time, but then they come through to take it.
Gets to the close times and you just turn it on. Very good push there by Pius, forcing the sort of weak opener.
Well, there was just a little bit too much of a push on that one, perhaps.
He didn't. I think he didn't expect the distance of the ball to be so short. Great counter.
Here we go.
Opportunity.
Look for it.
Good defense. Oh,
he was down on the ground almost, and managed to bring it up. And
great defense by Alan.
Very
good patience by Zhu.
I think that was the other thing of, if you can get the ball back in, you never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. Absolutely.
Oh, that was an open table too. The invitation was there to hit it, and just a little bit too long for Pius Jajal. And now it is Choi and Zhu,
great attack,
who are up at, what is it, 7-4 now?
7-4.
Yes, it is. And still with the serve. You could see both players. That was
they
Choi
pulled
and
out
Zhu,
really wide,
and they were very wide. There was an open table, but it was whether their opponents could actually hit.
Because Pius was also pulled out wide, so it's a difficult shot to make.
difficult shot to recover as well. I think if they can serve an attack, put the boys on receive for defense, they can get into a good rally.
That's a nice shot.
I think that was a miss hit off the edge of the racket, but nevertheless,
Came off looking good.
as long as it comes off any part of your racket and even your hand, your right hand, it counts.
Really?
Your
So
thumb, your finger, everything counts. So good shot.
I'm not sure that's the safest shot. Using your hand.
Not when I practice either.
No, no. And Choi and Zhu, of course, winning the first game, first set, 11-8. It's the semi-final of the under-15 boys.
Wow, that was actually a lot of control. Every ball was kept short, and then
There wasn't
Toby
much
lost.
topspin,
No,
but it was
no, just kept
control.
short, so they couldn't attack, and then that was a surprising amount of control.
So that's a very good ploy in doubles, is to keep it relatively short, so you can't.
Yeah, you can't get
And it's short
attack
and
in.
low.
Yeah, you can't get attack in. You have to come over the table. With the table blocking you, it's a bit hard to attack.
And do you have to have a foot on the ground? Could you be launching
You
yourself?
could be launching yourself through the air.
But you
and
couldn't be
going for
lying
it.
on the table, of
You
course.
can't be lying on the table.
No, throwing yourself on the table to get the shot.
If the ball doesn't come back, I don't see why not. Opportunity. Great.
Oh,
Wow, amazing counter. Shot of the game so far, I would say.
yeah. And the rally of the game so far. And just a little bit of towel down, even though it is set point. And you could see Pius Jajal out wide on that one. He almost wanted to hit the ball, but it was not his shot. And there we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you could see he's
Long
like, oh, that
action
ball's
shot.
coming right to me in my hitting range.
Good defense. Wow.
Oh, winding up for a big shot.
Winding up and hitting the same corner as he did on the last shot. If he can keep his composure for this receive, they've got a shot to come back.
And again, the set point.
Oh,
Oh, the little
Unlucky,
tap back
unlucky.
down the middle. So it is Choi and Zhu, 11-9. Taking the first 11-8.
it was a good return by Toby there. He misread the little bit loose serve from Timothy, but I guess Pius found it a bit hard to follow through.
So just a quick turnaround for these players. Water, it's not quite as warm it seems today. Not quite as many people in the stadium at present. And interesting the conversations or the animation between the teammates. Not much said with some of them there. So in the near table is Choi and Zhu.
I think Choi should be serving for the
So Timothy Choi and Alan Zhu
Bravo.
up against Pius Jajal and Toby Zhu. As we go away in the third game, the
Good
semi-finals under 15 boys.
1 love.
So who have we got serving here, Clark?
Timothy to Pius. Looking to drop short on the serve or flick. Long push. I think it catches the corner of the table.
Love.
No? Umpire thinks differently to me. I'd like a replay on that. Good open up from Kobe.
2.
Again, it's the story of who gets the first attack in always seems to win the point. The question is, can they get the first attack in? It's quite difficult, especially with another person in your way.
And serving on this one is this Jajal, Pius.
Wow,
Oh,
good
that's good.
follow through into the open table.
2 all.
Alan looks in despair. What can I
Forced him
do?
out wide and then open up the table, and he was able to hit the shot.
What can you do?
So who's serving again? We're back on.
It's Zhu to Shu. Alan to Toby.
Nice play.
Quick feet there.
3
Quick hands there.
2.
He went forward very quickly,
You
almost
saw that
around
little-
the table.
Again, a loose serve from Alan, and Toby converts. Toby seems to be really focused on the receive. He sees any loose serves and he converts. It's very impressive. think all of these players are under 15. Oh yeah,
Well,
it's
it's,
under 15 final. That makes
Great
sense.
news that there's some talent here. Albeit that Choi and Zhu are ahead by 2 games to love. It has been close. I mean, 8 and 9. They've just pulled away at the last moment.
Always, those last few moments. They seem to find something extra.
4,
Big.
all.
That shot. And the ball coming our way. Be retrieved in just a moment. So, for all.
Hey, he's waving at the camera. No, he's waving for the ball.
Okay, and serving here. It is.
Timothy.
Is that? It is Timothy.
Wow. Really good footwork there on the pivot. He cleared it really wide to get a good space to swing his forehand in.
So Timothy Choi with the second serve, giving the ball down real low for tactics there. Now bring it up.
Big loose there.
Big loose shot.
Yeah. Before they serve, actually, they do the little hand motions. It's for the
Yes.
different spins. So sometimes you can serve long top
Let's
spin,
see if we can
short
see on
back
this,
spin.
taking the ball, see that below the table. And Pius here, serve. Top on that.
Ooh, good placement. A little bit too far from the table there.
It's been
I
a
like the
few
idea.
Misses by Toby Zhu on the forehand. He goes for perhaps a little bit too much. There's much better backhand though.
All.
6 apiece.
And serving now, Alan Zhu.
Oh, went for the chop block there.
6, 7.
So Zhu with his second serve. Let's see what he does before his actual serve. I'm not sure if we're going to see it. Just put it on the table.
Are we okay there, Alan? Okay,
7.
good.
Almost
All.
collapsed. I'm not sure what he did then, but his legs seemed to go from under him. He gave you a little signal to say he's
No,
okay.
he's got weak ankles, my friend.
Okay. Well, you know him, so you can say it.
7.
I think he fractured, had a torn ligament just about 5 weeks ago or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
he's
very
back in
short
10
time.
minutes. I'm not sure. Torn or a rupture, I'm not sure.
9.
Oh,
Either way, a very
I think they
difficult,
should take a timeout there. It was,
very difficult injury to recover from. It doesn't matter how old you are.
he's got to be careful.
Is there much pivoting? So either direction with your
9.
feet, and in table tennis, are you pivoting or are you pushing?
You're pushing. You're pushing. There is a bit of pivoting when you're going for the shot, but you're pushing off the ground. Wow.
9.
And what you
So when
saw-
he makes them, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it just sometimes goes for a little bit too much. But I was interested in the positioning there because I think we saw Timothy Choi shoot out to the side of the table, and we might see it here in the replay.
1-0.
That spin.
Umpire just
It's
calling
a
it to
little
play.
shot. But it was just really interesting. Both players split to the either side. So who's serving here? Looking up. There it is.
Final.
Pius.
Whoa!
Did that clip the table? It did.
10.
It was, it's one of those shots that if you tried it 10 times, you're going to get it maybe twice.
You're going to get it maybe twice. I'm never going to get that. Wow. And they take the set back.
Well, there we go. Bringing one back. 11-9. That particular third game going the way of Pius Tejal and Toby Zhu. And we're going into the 4. And just a few instructions.
Umpire just telling the kids to put their bats on the table. I think that's
So that's one of the traditional.
yeah, that's one of the rules for official tournament play.
I think the other thing is sometimes it's in your hand. It's part of you, and you almost forget that
It's an
it's in your
extension
hand.
of yourself.
Yes.
Pius and Toby. Pius and Toby have definitely have enough firepower to win the shots, to win the rallies. They just need a bit more consistency and the comeback may happen.
So back on now for this, the 4th game.
Fourth game.
the
Pius to
Level.
Timothy.
official players know where they should be.
Cramped in his elbow there. Good receive by Timothy. I'd like to switch up with the serve. He's getting too used to the serve.
So what you're looking for with this serve is a bit of variety.
Bit of
rather than
variety.
serves.
Just
So
a
they're
bit of
reading
variety.
the serve.
They're reading the serve really well. It's mostly short backspin. Just serve one long. You keep them guessing.
So it's a short one again.
Wow. Oh, almost.
1.
The size of around the court, around the table, is this normal, or would they normally have, if they were international, would it be
International
bigger?
standards are much larger.
Right.
1.
I think it's 8 meters by 12 meters, but again, don't quote me on that.
That seems like an awful
It's
lot
a
of
large,
space.
large amount of space. Some interesting rallies can form from that. Great open up by Toby. Just steady, just steady. Just keep it stable, keep it on the table. Good things will happen.
You almost think the closer you can get a crowd, particularly in some nations, the intensity would be fantastic.
2.
Another service there.
The towel down. But I could imagine, particularly in places like China, if they're up against another Asian nation, if you get the crowd right on top of you.
It's a different feeling.
Yeah.
They're almost yelling in your ear.
So let's have a look now as we come back after a quick towel down.
Missed
It
the
is,
serve. Good serving there by Alan.
Choi and Zhu in the far end of the table. Won the first 2 games 8 and 9. However, they dropped the third at 9-11. This the
Looking for a better receive from Pius.
under 15 boys
Keeps it
doubles
short. Good.
semi-final.
And forces the error from Timothy.
5.
Good returns.
All right, so serving again. Who do we have? We have
Pius.
Pius Chajal.
To Timothy.
Let's see.
Great open up.
4.
Little
5.
shake of the body there. One. I like it.
And Pius, the left-hander.
Too easy.
5.
Right into the
4.
forehand wing of Toby. Crunches it.
Come right back into this again. And equal the score. This is what they did in the last game. Just took their time.
Oh, everyone
Oh, off the net.
6. 5.
everyone bending down real low. Just wiping a bit of sweat off their bats.
Push them out wide.
Long.
Good read on the service. Toby's playing really well. Last 2 sets, keeps it stable.
Would you say he's upped his game, or they just feel more comfortable in the match?
I think he's upped his game. He's not going for too much, but he goes for just enough that puts it beyond reach of the opponents. Good stuff.
Six. 7.
And just clipping the net again. It was a very short ball, had to really reach to actually contact it. And a few little tactics being talked there.
Went for the big kahuna down the line and doesn't convert.
So Pius Chajal and Toby Zhu.
7 apiece.
Yeah, coming back again. Are we going 5?
Good return.
7.
Moving
8.
Allen to the back end. You see how Timothy's there, a little bit tentative. He doesn't want to come around to the ball because Timothy's there, but he has to kind of go for it, so he misses that shot. Good push. Goes for the counter, doesn't make it.
There was
Good
one
try.
of those big shots again. He loves that shot. Loves the big shot on the forehand.
He's like, oh, I should have just used backhand. Nah, mate. Go for it, mate. Short, long. Open up. Great shot. His forehand is still his forte. Allen in despair again.
Nine.
9 all.
It's quite amazing just how much of a weapon the short ball is.
It really limits the opponent's options.
But you wouldn't do the same shot
You
too
would.
often in singles?
You would, but it's hard to control. You
Right.
see, if you're serving, you're receiving the ball only on half of the table. You have a lot more.
Right, so there's a limitation of where it is.
The ball's only going to go on 50% of the table. I can probably control it easier. Top spin serve. Oh, good serve change up.
Interesting shot selection. It was on. If it had come off, it would have been quite spectacular.
He read the serve, just not well enough.
Well, it is going to match ball now, the first match ball for Choi and Zhu. It's Timothy Choi and Alan
Top
Zhu.
table. Nice shot. Oh, good shot.
Oh, he's annoyed with himself. Bit of stomping on the ground.
Toby did really well there on the receive. I think he was predicting the same serve, and he got backspin one and managed to adjust.
Oh, that was the first opportunity.
Oh, that's a third service error from Toby.
Second opportunity, and they know they've been let off the hook, don't they? It was almost a grin, as in, whew.
Phew.
And that is it. And unfortunate that for Pastor Zhao and also Toby Zhu that they dropped
nice
the
smile,
last 2
Alan.
points. So the score there, in the end, it was 12-10. The full score, 11-8, 11-9, 9-11, 12-10. And the victory for Timothy Choi and Alan Zhu over Pastor Zhao and Toby Zhu for the under-15 boys doubles semi-finals. And not too far away, we shall return with the under-15 girls doubles semi-finals. That one would be a battle of the bridge as such, Auckland against North Shore players. And so that one shouldn't be too far away. And we've got just a couple of minutes. So let's have a look, Clark, at the players who are in this girls semi-final. Who have we got there? We've got from Auckland, Lisa Gear and Jocelyn Lau. Now, Lisa Gear, she was in the...
I think she played against Cecilia Huang here early on
was
table.
at the final yesterday. It was certainly one of the
I think it was the
matches.
quarterfinal for
One of the early matches, yeah, it
13.
was. There we go.
Under 19s. Sorry.
Under 19 girls quarterfinal. I think they went 5. Just trying to remember. It was certainly a long match, so we've seen her before. She's very young, obviously, if she's in the under 15s. So Lisa Gear and Jocelyn Lam. And who are they up against?
Anya Chen and Yi Lin He from the North Shore.
Should be a good little bit of a rivalry there between the players from different sides of the bridge. Who would be the main coach on the North Shore?
I think
there's several coaches there.
There's several coaches. There's Daniel. There's Albert. I think they play out of Albert's.
So that's more in Northcote, I think.
Dragonfly Table Tennis. Shout out to Dragonfly Table Tennis.
We're just waiting for the players. Not sure how we're going there. We do have a
on
couple
camera.
of players.
I think that man Adam there.
Zach can probably let us know we are on time there, Zach, for the next game. So I think we've got a couple of players, but I don't think we've got all 4 there. Clark?
Just warming up. So Lisa is a right-handed player and Jocelyn is left-handed. So we'll see that same right-left pairing again, where they have the middle of the table open. Where I think the other pair is two righties.
So we're getting one of the officials. Avril Roberts is... Now she's going off searching for the players there.
No.
And looking at a couple of the other matches coming up, not too far away this afternoon, we will have 4:30 the under-15 girls singles semi-finals. One of those semi-finals, also under-15 boys semi-finals. And then later on this afternoon into the evening, 6 p.m. it is the under-15 what have we got there?
Under 15 doubles.
We'll let you know which one, whether it's going to be the boys or the girls. And later on again, 6:40 tonight, under-15 girls singles final. And at 7:20, the under-15 boys singles final. So plenty of good matches still to come. As we just check our officials ready. Not too sure about the players. In the meantime, we're having a look at a couple of replays here. That's Pius Jar. Got the players there. 4-game victory in the end to Timothy Choi and Alan Zhu. And how we're going, Clark, for players. Can you see all of our respective players?
I think they're moving towards the table.
Okay. Yes, who have I got? I think that's Lisa Gear. She's ready. She's waiting for everybody else. Just Clark having a look over the next few days. So tomorrow is the senior teams.
Yeah, senior teams run from Wednesday till Friday morning, and then from Friday afternoon the senior individuals start, and there'll be singles, doubles.
And who are we looking at there as the favourite? Didn't we see one of our favourites is going for his 8th title?
Yes, that's Ting Ting Liu.
He was around, I think, earlier today. I did see him around this table. And it looks as though we've got 3 out of our doubles players ready now. I think we're ready. Yes, we do have them all ready. So, as the players will be coming on, Lisa Gear and Jocelyn Lam against Anya Chen and Yulin He.
My apologies for my earlier comment. Yulin He and Anya Chen are from Tornado Table Tennis Club, coached under Daniel Wei and Tom.
So the players on now, just having a little talk to Avril. And a few little smiles there and grins. Nice to see. There you go. Lisa Gear always seems to be smiling. And so Tornado Tennis Club, that's the club that is out of Northcote on the shore.
Correct.
Players now just having a little chat.
Choosing side.
Okay, choosing side. Does it really matter?
It matters to them.
That's a fair point. It does.
It might not matter to you, but it matters to them.
That's the thing with different sides of the table, different ends of a court. There always seems to be one end which is slightly higher up or feels that you're playing on a downhill. I'm sure on this table as well, you can feel that one end is up more than the other. I'm sure it's not. I don't think the venue is like that.
I hope not. Again, you see this left-right pairing versus the right-right pairing, and they're just testing the...
Let's have a look at our players. So, with the backs to us, let's have a look with the slightly more, the shorter of the two. And who we got there with the shorter of the two? We're not too sure at the moment. We'll work that all out. Have a look. Okay.
Hold on, I found an easy way to figure this out.
You've got an easy way to figure it out?
Anya. That's Anya. You're good.
Okay, there we go. I love that. So they both turned around. So which one is Anya, please?
I think on the left there's Anya. She turned around first.
Okay, the taller player?
The shorter player.
The shorter player. Okay, I love that. All right, and we know which one is which at the other end. Lisa Gear. And she's just fanning herself there. That's Lisa Gear. And the other player, Jocelyn Lamb. That's a great way of figuring people out. Just doing the warm-up here. Anything in the warm-up that they should be looking for?
I think you just try to...
Or is it just getting your rhythm?
Yeah, just getting a rhythm to moving in and out. It can be quite hard, especially if you one righty, one lefty. I'd expect the North Shore couple to be having the shorter player in front. They probably have less power, and they have the taller player standing in the back. So they'll be running kind of like a railroad track while she's in front and the other person's in the back.
First game, Anya to serve, love all.
I think you just said Anya to serve.
Yeah, that's
so
correct.
It is our
One slow.
So that is Anya Chen, who is serving, second serve.
Love.
Anything that we should look out for with girls versus the boys that we just saw? It's something different the way
They
the
should
girls
play a bit closer to the table. Easy open up. Oh, unlucky there. Couldn't quite get around the ball.
So this is Jocelyn Lamb with the serve now. And
Misread the
pushing that one
spin.
too
Good
long.
serve. He to serve.
Good rally.
Good rally.
Went for the shot there, Lisa Gear.
Just pulled it a bit over her head. You see the tactic? She's pushing to Anya's backhand, forcing her to make some errors. We'll see if she employs that tactic later on in this match. Again, she's aiming for her backhand. They're trying to pin them on the backhand side, I believe. Nice shot. And a nice high five. It's good to coach confidence. Oh, really quick turnaround. Great footwork there by Lisa.
So now Anya Chen with the second serve.
Bam.
The high fives.
4-6.
Pretty vocal.
Yeah, no, they're wrong side. Okay, so we do have the serving correct now. Jocelyn Lamb serving. Oh, got it back.
Nice.
Well,
That ball was not easy to spin up for Lisa, and she took her time really well there. So good, kudos to her.
Anya Chen had to go right around the net almost to hit that one.
Wow, great follow through.
That's a good route.
That's a great shot. Hand high above. Great follow through with her backhand. I've actually hit with Jocelyn. She's got a great backhand.
Well, Lamb and Gear have come back into this against six pace. Just dropping that one though.
As you say, they come back. The momentum swings the other way.
Very short ball. And then just pushing it a little bit too far. Almost out of her reach there for Anya.
Should have really come into the table.
8-7.
I think that's the first time that Gear and Lamb have actually had the lead in this first set. One
Change
of
of
the
service,
first
hook
times.
serve.
Oh, and then
Oh,
the error
man.
on the serve.
I think the intention was good. Serve. Oh, just went for a bit too much there. Just had to get a good block back on, and then it would have been lights out for Chen and He. The top of the net, and doesn't make. Lucky point, and he's got 2 set points.
So we have Anya Chen and Yulin He.
He on the receive.
And they've got the set points.
Good spin up. Wow, great follow through. Wow, great
Great
shot.
rally. And a great way to take the first game, 11-8.
That was
Anya
a great,
Chen and Yulin.
great counter block by Anya there. She was really close to the table. She cooked it on the rise, and she borrowed a lot of the pace from the opponent's shot and drills it.
So well done to the two North Shore players there. 11-8, Anya Chen and Yulin He over Lisa Gear and Jocelyn Lamb. And, it was great that we actually saw Gear and Lamb come back into it and almost push and almost take it. But those last couple of points, fantastic by Chen and Lee.
Anything you can do, I could do better.
Yeah, it's great work by both pairs actually. I think the tempo and the shots sort of picked up as we went along. Maybe the nerves initially.
Yeah, for sure. You can see the difference between the girls and the boys. They're a lot quicker in front of the table. The shots are probably a bit more flatter in general. And there's less spin, but they definitely make up for it in speed. That's for sure. Catches the edge of a racket there.
That was some good communication with the players there. Combination of Gear and Lamb. And
I think we've lost the ball.
all
Often after you win like a emphatic point, on the set point, you already forget about the ball. You just go to your coach.
Anya.
So this is Jocelyn Lamb to serve, the left-handed.
To Anya Chen.
One.
Good control.
Love.
Managed to keep it short.
Just quite a subdued rally to start with.
Love.
Another short ball, quite hard to reach. Flipped over a little bit too much.
Just a little bit outside her reach.
And this is Anya Chen.
Wow, very quick. Oh, catches her.
Nice rally there by
Catches
the
her on the
Auckland.
pivot and unable to make the crossover. It was a good open up though, but well defended by Auckland.
So Chen just hitting the net that time and racing out to a good lead, 4-love already.
And that first set didn't phase them at all. Hooks up again. Great serve. So she's missed one completely early in the first set, but this one she winner. That's what I talk about. Serve variance. She pulls that one out. I think she's going to pull it out maybe later on in the next set. It's a great serve.
So this is Yulin He from the North Shore. With her serve now. And you could see that Lisa Gare saw an option, saw that she was going for that shot. She was moving forward. She knew it was short, and she was going to hit straight back to the player, and straight back into the body of the player.
Oh, I think that was a mishit, but ended up being a great shot.
8-love.
Apology there from Lamb. Hook serve. Flip over the table and converts.
And Jocelyn Gare and Lisa
9-0.
Gare combining very well in this second game.
Wow. Oh, good. Oh, my wow.
Great defensive play from the Auckland players, but in the end, it's Anya Chen.
I was going to say, it was almost going to be 10-0, and I wonder if they're going to give a mercy point.
Oh, too much. 10-1.
Too much power. That set blew by, didn't it, compared to the first?
It's
It
amazing.
was over in 3
So
minutes
quick.
or so.
Lisa Gare and Jocelyn Lamb. It's almost as if they've woken up and realised that the match has started. The first game's, oh, really? Okay, well, we're into it now. And about to serve it is Anya Chen. Oh, just
Take it easy, take it easy. You haven't won yet. Take your time, you still have to win one more point.
and there we go, 11-2. That is a comprehensive second game for Lisa Gare and Jocelyn Lamb over Anya Chen and Yulin He.
I like the last serve that Lisa just did there. Jocelyn has a good topspin game, and if you can set her up, it'll do wonders in the next set.
Well, that one just seemed to zip away pretty quick, didn't it? So,
That's
simple
coach.
tactics here.
Put your heads together. Push it very, very heavy so they can't spin it up.
So what do you think that we've got going on here?
The first set was quite close, and the second became quite loose. I think Coach Wei would just tell them to just slow down a bit. You know, you spin it on the table. It's not with good placement. It's not so easy for them to put the ball back on the table. Don't overhit.
Just looking at what both coaches are doing, what they're saying. A little bit of a clap. Come on, let's go, girls. So I
Yeah,
think
we
one
need
all.
to mic the coaches up.
And the players just have a little chat on this near court. Anya Chen and Yulin He. And it's Chen about to serve, the shorter of the two. There's the players here from the North Shore up against the two Auckland players. Pushing that one a little bit too much. They actually had plenty of height on the ball, but it was to the backhand of Chen.
I think she favors a forehand a lot. It's a good strategy. Auckland have been opportunity on the backhand. That great forehand.
Well, there you go with that forehand. You're just saying she
Amazing.
favors it a lot. That's probably why.
I'd be scared of that shot. Mind you, her backhand's not too bad either, but it's quite a difficult shot to make. She takes it off the bounce, and
Well, that was
sometimes
Lisa Gear with that shot. That was a very good shot, wasn't it, the backhand?
Good spin.
One.
A little bit pushed a little bit away from the table there. Hard to get a good block back there.
Not sure what the conversation was there, but there was all sorts of facial expressions.
Nice deep push by Jocelyn.
Well, they have to be very careful, Anya Chen and Jilin He, because they don't want this escaping on them either. You know, it's already 1-4.
This looks like it's running away from them again.
It does. So what would you recommend? Can they call a timeout?
I think this one's a little bit late. Good spin. Whoa.
Well,
So again, Anya with the backhand, she takes it very early. So if the ball's coming very, very spinny, it's quite hard to judge the bounce of the ball and time it well.
One.
and the error on the forehand this time, and it's 7-1. They're racing away again. Let's see if Anya Chen can actually stop the rot here.
One.
Just a couple of unforced errors. She makes the good backhand. Kind of reminds me of Toby from earlier. She
Right.
makes the good forehand, sorry, but she also misses quite a few. Wow.
8-3.
One back.
Great inside out. Good work.
And the service action here from Jocelyn Lamb, the left-hander from Auckland.
9-3.
Again, not finding the connection on the block. I think she tries to do too much of it. Just take it easy. 9-2. Bam.
That's a nice shot.
10.
Misread the serve. Sitter for
Lisa Gare has a very, I think she feels a lot of confidence on that backhand shot.
very controlled. Good patience. I noticed her sticking her tongue out there on the receive.
Oh, that's a concentration expression. Focus.
To the body of Lisa.
4.
Good rally.
A good play there from
You see
Chen.
Chen and he making into an open rally, they do win quite a few points. Just stuck in this serve receive game. This hook serve again. Mr. Reeds and converts.
11-4.
Away from the left-hander Jocelyn Lamb.
A great time to use that serve.
Nearly 2 games to 1.
Now 11-4. So the scores so far, well, it was 8-11, then 11-2, then 11-4. And that is to
Gear and
Lisa,
that.
Lisa Gare and Jocelyn Lamb over Anya Chen and Yilin He. So the Auckland pair taking a, there we go, pretty pumped up there with the high five as well. The Auckland pair taking a 2-game-to-1 lead in this girls under 15 semi-final.
Jocelyn seems like a very confident player. When she's playing well, she's very confident. And she just gets better and better and better.
And to me, Lisa Gare is the person that you want in your team as such, because she's always up and she's always smiling and
bouncing around. Like,
exactly. So that energy must rub off on her partner.
bring each other up.
She's got a very capable backhand as well.
Level.
Avril Roberts there.
Oh, I think that's a bit too much.
1.
You were saying earlier that Chen and he, when they get into the rally, they can actually do very well.
The problem is getting into the rally.
Exactly.
The first couple of shots always seems to be in the favor of Gear and Lamb. Good serve, good serve. Let's let the backspin. Wow.
Well played. That's the backhand again of Gare.
Into the open table. He had no chance to recover to that backhand side. Great tactic.
Coming off this time for Gare. As Chen and he take the
Sets
lead.
start off a lot tighter than the previous two. Can you control? Oh, went for the big shot.
4-2.
Good try.
Well, the shot was on. The
No.
execution,
Yeah.
not quite right. Yeah,
Not
it is
quite right.
4-2.
Right. See the big motion, but it ended up being such a small shot. But the control is there, and it's enough. You don't need to put too much.
That was a very well executed shot.
No,
in the
it's
end.
good.
I thought it was too much of a swing, but
No,
she did it well.
good control. Well, that's a half long ball again. So she wasn't sure whether it was going to go over the edge of the table. So it was quite difficult to read. So good shot there from Chen and He.
We have Jocelyn Lamb with the
Control,
serve.
control.
Going for the big shot. And now the confidence just seems to have switched
Yeah,
around.
a bit of a pout there from Jocelyn. Opportunity there for Chen and He to get 3 points ahead.
Well, it was
Unfortunate.
Lisa Gare who just blocked it back from her body and came over the net. Now that's a great rally and a great shot to finish with as well.
That's the advantage of a left-hander. She can come back in with a forehand again, and it kicks out wide to your forehand, and you're going the other direction. Great shot there.
So it's Anya Chen about to serve. And it's a 6-all now. So good little comeback. It was Chen and He who gained a suitable advantage. I think there's 3 points in a row that
Hook
they're
serve
back.
again.
This is this one.
7.
Looking for a hook serve again, maybe? No, back to the pendulum. Slowly racing around, hits the backhand. No, gets the forehand, and then she's raiding
That's a
down
good
there
rally.
for it.
Oh.
She was a bit mindful of the placement. She could see push Jocelyn out wide to the backhand there. Unfortunate.
A lot of pointing going on here. It was Lamb pointing to Garris where she wants her to go. Little subtle nuances there between the players. And they'll just be able to see Lamb. What's she doing here?
I think she's pointing the way she wants to receive. Very wide to Anya's forehand. Topspin serve. Great read.
She predicted it. It's almost like she pointed where the ball was going to go, predicted it, hit it. Everything went her way, or went to her plan, that is, as she gets ready to serve.
Great
Jocelyn
reaction
Lamb.
to that serve.
And the
Chen and
vocal
He
player,
fighting hard.
yeah, the vocal player is Anya Chen.
9-all here in the fourth set. 2 points from going to 5. Good open up. Kill it. Oh.
Well, I think it is Lisa Gare and Jocelyn Lamb. They've got the match point. They've got the match point? Yes, they have.
Yeah.
They dropped the first game, of course.
No,
And that is it.
forehand.
11-9. So congratulations to
3 games to 1.
Lisa Gare and Jocelyn Lamb. And a 4-game victory. As the players shake hands, the full score 8-11, 11-2, 11-4, 11-9. So we had that second game, and Clark, it was 11-2. Then a little bit more, 11-4. And then I think we had Anya Chen and Yilin He refocusing, leading us, in fact, in one stage.
Yes,
in that
I think
fourth.
they were up 6-4 there in the fourth there.
Big smiles there from Lisa Gare, always smiling on court, and it really helps when you've won the
Love to
match as
see
well. So the Auckland pair coming back and winning that under-15 girls semi-final. It was Lisa Gare, Jocelyn Lamb in
Nice
4,
hug there.
and they defeated Anya Chen and Yilin He. 4 games there to go through to the final. We're going to take a break now, and we'll be back with more commentary at 4:30.